Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Wii Ware review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Pokemon Rumble, which if you've never played it before, I suppose the best way to describe it would be it's almost like Streets of Rage. You'll just have to see when I put it on really. So at the start you can go on New Game, you can go in Options and change the Rumble and delete data, or you can go on Continue. So I'm just going to quickly go on to Continue here. The game is up to 4 people playing. You can beat the crap out of each other, or you can also go on to co-op. So I'm just going to actually go into the first level and also set up co-op, because I personally think this is the type of game that's fun to play with a friend. But while I'm on the main menu here, I might as well mention you've got different things to do with your Pokemon. You can assign them to Wii remotes. I've never understood how that actually worked or anything, but you can recruit things, you can release them, you can power them up. So to be fair, I'll just quickly power up this Pikachu here. So, yep, spend to power up, there we go. Oh, it's an auto save as well, I might as well mention, because it's one of those that I understand that some people might, well, they might not want to spend and upgrade immediately type thing, and they might be thinking, well, I wish I hadn't upgraded, and that's one of the things that I really hate when it auto saves, because it might turn out to be a waste of time. So I can either replace me Thunder Shock or I can teach a new move. So I'll just teach him a new move. Right, there's information points, you can check rankings and stuff, but anyway, as I say, I'm just going to cut into the first level now and put some co-op on. So here we go then, this is basically the gameplay. You've got Pokemon going all over the place and you have to just kick the crap out of them with your Pokemon. To be fair, I should mention, no real Pokemon are harmed in the making of this game. It stresses this quite often. You're actually using toy Pokemon, so you don't have to worry. Your video game sprites, I mean your real Pokemon, aren't going to get hurt. So anyway, the whole point is you kick the crap out of the other toy Pokemon, get coins which you then use to basically buy new power-ups and that, which you've seen us do. And this is Bide, so that was worth it. That was definitely worth 200 coins. But anyway, and then you go at the end of the level, fight the boss, and basically keep on doing that, rinsing and repeating until you get a load of Pokemon and enough Pokemon to basically go on and, well, fight the Battle Royale. And once you fight the Battle Royale, you go up in ranks and that, and it's just that type of game really. It's just literally a constant game of rinsing and repeating. You go on again over and over and over. So if you don't like repetitive games, then I can say turn away right now. I can also say if you don't like collecting all the Pokemon the game has to offer, then turn away right now, because for 1500 points there isn't a lot of gameplay and there isn't a lot to do. The mainstay, as I say, is just collecting all the Pokemon. I don't actually know how many Pokemon on that. I think it's something about 80. I may be wrong with that though. I do know that all 350 odd, I'm pretty sure, aren't on the game, like at least 460 odd and that, because firstly it wouldn't actually fit, I don't think, let alone all the attacks and that. Right, in between that last cut, I've actually been on the internet and I've been trying to find out exactly what number of Pokemon are on this game, and no one seems to know. So I'm just going to retract that statement about all 300 odd not being on, just in case. I'm pretty sure it isn't. I'm still pretty sure there's only a couple hundred, but I've literally looked all over the place and asked all over the place and that, and people are just saying that they haven't been able to find all 380 odd, but they're now saying there's so many hidden codes to get the secret Pokemon that they might all be in there and they're just partially locked for now. And to be fair, that is one of the things I was going to mention about the fact that there are codes to unlock certain Pokemon. So, I don't know, maybe they are all on there and they're just hiding at the moment and the codes are going to unlock them all. It's the type of thing that I'd like to think so, because I'd imagine there's a lot of Pokemon fans out there who'd want that, and there's also a lot more gameplay there as well. But this is one of the boss fights, and it just basically shows you the toy winding up. And the only weird thing about the boss fight is the fact that the Pokemon are so much larger than the Pokemon you get. Because this is Ivysaur, the first one that you fight, and when you beat Ivysaur, you then get Ivysaur. And currently, player 2 is playing as Ivysaur, and this is what the boss Ivysaur looks like. There's a bit of a difference there, isn't there? One of the things you might have just noticed there, you can actually change Pokemon mid-fight. So if you're desperately low on energy or anything, you can just swap to another Pokemon, but obviously that Pokemon's not going to have any attacks. So if you swap to another Pikachu, he's not going to have the attacks that the first Pikachu's got, because it's a different Pikachu. So it's a nice little cool feature that you can do, and it also means that the game's not going to get massively hard, but it still can get pretty hard, because you will eventually start running out of Pokemon. Graphically, the game looks fantastic for a WiiWare game, it really does. I like the cell shading and how it works, and musically it sounds pretty good as well, so I'll shut up in just a little bit for that. There is a couple quick things I need to mention. As you might have already noticed, there's different, the same like statistics and that you get on the other ones, like you can paralyze, poison, stuff like that. I seriously don't have the time to go through all the stats of this game, but thankfully they're pretty much all available to be viewed in the operations guide. So anyone who wants to actually know all that much data about it can quite easily go to the operations guide on the Wii shop and view it all there. So that's one of the things, again, why I love the operations guide, because it really does help out when you're trying to basically find out if the game's for you or not. It's obviously some of them are pretty basic, but this one is very advanced. There's something like 20 odd pages of stuff, so definitely plenty to get your head around and just like to view and find out what you can do on the game. So there we go then, that was a bit of the music. There are a few other quick things I need to mention. One, Pokemon absolute fanatics are probably just going to spend the entire time kicking off about the fact that it's not realistic in Pokemon terms. For example, Pikachu can quite happily kill a Golem dead easy with like 2 attacks, and we all know that wouldn't happen unless it was a level 1 Golem and a level 100 Pikachu. It's one of those, I did used to play the game, so I do actually know quite a bit about the series. It's just recently I've fallen out with them because I haven't really liked them since the Game Boy Advance. So I do know that that's worth mentioning, because there are probably, as I say, going to be a few upset fanboys out there who's going to be kicking off about the fact that it's not Pokemon realistic. But other than that, there's nothing really left to say, other than the fact that for 1500 points, it's a hard one to recommend, because if you love Pokemon, it's a must-have. If you love games like this, it's a must-have. If you're the type of person who will continually play games like this, it's a must-have. If you love collecting, it's a must-have. If you hate any of the above or just not too keen on them, 1500 points is a very expensive game. It's up there obviously with the things like Platch and Twist and Paint and World of Goo, which are also 1500 points, and varying the length between them in the gameplay. It's always subjective with the gameplay on that, but the length, Platchen's still the longest with over 300 levels, sorry, 300 levels exactly, and something like 100 hours of gameplay. This one probably doesn't have that much unless it takes you a very, very long time to collect all the Pokemon, and World of Goo's about in between the two of them. Well, to be fair, World of Goo's shorter than this, I meant to say this is in between the two of them. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.